on! You son of a bitch.
There's something out there waiting for us. And it ain't no man.
Get to the chopper!
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
One ugly motherfucker.
Welcome to Market Makers, everyone. Your home for tomorrow's TA today. So, what we predicted would happen has now happened. Wednesday on X, I posted, I thought if the US was involved, we would be using bunker busters, and then Trump would come out and say, that's it. We're not doing anything else unless we are attacked, okay? So everybody has an opinion about this. Lots of people are upset. Totally get that. This channel is about how you can profit from the swings in the market, but that's the geopolitical news that's going to be swinging the market, right? So we want to look at our support and resistances and see if this has affected the cycle or has it given confluence for this cycle, which, spoiler alert, it has. So let's jump into Bitcoin and a couple altcoins here and see what we got. The markets video is out after this. Guys, you want to hang out with us in our room? Check out marketmakers.trade. You can join our Discord through our website. Check out Bitunix to trade the crypto markets. No VPN needed, no KYC needed. It helps support the channel. Use our link. Let's go ahead and start here. Let's look at this on Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance came up to my first level target, 65.25, dropped 5.25. And now it's rallying back up to the 1618 here at 65.84%. You're seeing altcoins bleed off as more money flows into Bitcoin as well. Let's look at Bitcoin here. Guys, last video for Bitcoin, I made a cycle video showing how Bitcoin has reacted 22, 23, 24. On the screen here is 2024. Summer rally, summer sell-off. This is what I believe is still happening. Notice, just as a quick recap for 2024, you bottomed July 5th. Today is what? Today is the 22nd of June. You bottomed July 5th, put on a 31.5% rally, then a 30% decline. Watch the last Bitcoin video. I go over all of the previous years in this cycle. I think this is still intact. This is still what you're going to do. Doesn't mean you won't retrace. You probably will if fear grips the market, but I think you're getting your summer rally, summer sell-off, and ultimately you will be at my target, I believe, of 132 by August, okay? And again, I'm basing this on the last 3 years, what we have done in Bitcoin, summer rally, summer sell-off. You top in July or August, the last 3 years in Bitcoin, then the big retracement, okay? And I think it's going to play out the same way. So let's look at this on the current chart. Bitcoin's at 99, taking out this fractal low. Again, this is a great market barometer to see as I'm recording here Sunday morning to see what this is going to forebode, give you an omen for the marketplace and futures when they open up. But let's look at this because, again, where do we think this could possibly go? The same levels I've been talking about. We just didn't have the catalyst to get there. 97 is that fractal high. 92,750, right in this level, okay, is where I want to see if you get support structure. You have your incoming pivots of June 25th, July 10th. Let's see if we bottom in this area. And if it goes deeper, we need to look at our fibs, right? So let's go ahead and pull some fibs on this. If we take the fibs from that April 7th low, the same low that the stock market and worldwide markets bottomed on, you're not even at the 50%, guys. It's at 93K. The 618's at 88.8. 72's at 84. This can come all the way down to 88 and be an extremely healthy sell-off, a 618 retracement. Overall, I think you're going to be basing sometime between June 25th, July 10th, and then the next leg up in the marketplace. That's what I think is going to happen here on Bitcoin, okay? I think that's going to play out the same way it did the last 3 years, which makes total sense to me. Get the big summer rally, big summer sell-off. But, you know, when you're living in the world the way we are right now, if something else happens as another catalyst, you have to be aware of that, right? If you wake up one morning and there's missile strikes on a U.S. base offshore, somewhere in the Middle East, somewhere in Europe, whatever, or a big terrorist attack, Obviously, it's going to affect the markets. I'm just showing you the market mathematics and relaying to you what Bitcoin has done the last 3 years in a row. You bottomed late June, early July, put on a big rally, and then a big sell-off. Equidistant rally, equidistant sell-off. I think you're going to be doing the same thing again, and we have those pivots coming up for this. So keep an eye on those levels. We look at Solana. How's this affecting Solana? I mean, not to be greedy, guys, but I mean, this is trading, right? This is about making money. And we got into Solana off the previous sell-off down here. If you're following me on X at Market Canary, got into Solana, got a 100% rally, and now you're getting a redo if we get support structures to hold. Bitcoin dominance going up. Look what's happening at altcoins. So let's pull a fib from that low to the high. You just passed the 618 of the retracement, coming down to 121. You start coming back down here. You want to watch that 113 where we initially got in our trade before, all the way down here to your low, 95. 113 to 95, you're at 127. See if Solana can bounce before it comes down there, maybe at 120, somewhere in this level. Overall, if you hold the higher low structure, again, this doesn't change my thesis for what Solana will ultimately end up doing. If you can hold the higher low structure, you're going to be putting in a summer rally. Okay, it's going to vary alt to alt. We'll track it in real time, but you got to be finding your bottom structure, and then I'm going to be looking to go long because the last trade was an overwhelming success, 100% gain. If we look at Ethereum, how's it affecting Ethereum? Here's your fibs. You're almost at the 50%. 2131, watch your 618 at 1954. That's your next key level down. Beneath that, 1802. Overall, you want to hold the higher low structure on Ethereum as well. I think that's very important above 1384 and to give you the double bottom W fractal structure. It's in my education courses, guys. If you wish to take them, marketmakers.trade, because you're going to get a rebound. Again, could be a lower high rebound in the summer rally, could be up and make a new high. We'll have to see once we get some levels where we hold support, we can get some Fibonacci and get those expansion ratios to the upside as well. News-driven events are very emotional events. You can see it. I see it in our Discord. People have opinions. Everybody's upset, arguing back and forth about certain things. You see it on X. You see it in the news media, right? But you have to see how it all shakes out. Make wise, patient, calm, logical, educated decisions. Watch the markets in real time, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Check out the markets video after this.